Great sovereign of the spirits, you must know that we are 3 siblings. These 2 black dogs and myself. Our father died, leaving each of us a substantial inheritance. With this sum, we all entered the same profession and became entrepreneurs. Not long after opening our businesses, my eldest brother, now one of these 2 dogs, decided to travel abroad for trading opportunities. He sold everything he had and invested in goods suitable for his journey. He set out and was gone for a year. When he returned, he was unrecognizable, a beggar in rags. "Good day," I said. "Good day," he replied. "Don't you recognize me?" I looked closer and saw it was my brother. I brought him into my home and asked about his venture. "Don't ask," he sighed. "My misfortunes have left me destitute." I closed my shop and took care of him, giving him new clothes and half of my earnings, which had doubled during his absence. He was grateful, and we lived together as before. Later, my second brother decided to sell his business and travel as well. Despite our warnings, he joined a caravan and set off. He returned a year later, also in ruins. I took care of him and gave him the money to restart his business. One day, my 2 brothers proposed that we all travel and trade together. At first, I refused, pointing out their past failures. But they persisted, and after 5 years, I relented. They spent all the money I had given them on preparations, leaving us short. I divided my remaining funds, keeping only a portion for myself, and we set sail with a favorable wind. After 2 months at sea, we reached a bustling port and traded successfully. Just as we were about to leave, a beautiful but poorly dressed woman approached me. She kissed my hand and begged me to marry her and take her with us. I initially refused, but her persistence and promises won me over. After marrying her, we set sail again. I grew to love her deeply, but my brothers became envious and plotted against me. One night, they threw us both overboard. To my astonishment, my wife was a fairy. She saved me and transported us to an island. "When I saw you on the shore, I desired you and tested your kindness," she explained. "Now I have saved you, but I am furious with your brothers and will not rest until they are dead." I thanked her but begged for my brothers' lives. She relented and transported me back home, where I found the 3,000 sequins I had hidden. I reopened my shop and was greeted warmly by my fellow merchants. When I returned home, I was met by 2 sorrowful black dogs. The fairy reappeared and said, "These dogs are your brothers, cursed to remain so for 10 years. She then vanished, leaving me with the dogs. The 10 years are nearly up, and I am on my way to find the fairy. As I traveled, I met this merchant and the old man with the hind and decided to stay with them. This is my tale, O Prince of Spirits. Is it not a wondrous story?" "Indeed it is," replied the spirit, "and I shall pardon 1/3 of the merchant's punishment." The 3rd elder then requested the same as the others, and the spirit promised to forgive the final 1/3 of the merchant's punishment if his story surpassed the others. His tale was so marvelous that the spirit was astonished and said, "I shall pardon the final 1/3 of the merchant's punishment. He should thank you all for pleading on his behalf. Without you, he would not be here." With that, the spirit vanished, much to everyone's relief. The merchant thanked his friends, and they parted ways. He returned to his family and lived happily ever after. "But sire," added Scheherazade, "no matter how beautiful these stories are, they pale in comparison to the tale of the fisherman."